All right, we got action, guys. 40 of us on here. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, today we're gonna be going over um Mr. Brothers Oliver Velez. Oliver Velez is a very well-known trader and is traded and taught traders and hedge funds, institutions, and such. And he uses a very simple strategy, a couple of different strategies, but we're gonna go over one today, which is called the color change. And the color change is basically it's based off for price action and how the movement of the market is going. And it's going to be very, very, very simple. So he uses simple moving averages to guide him on his path, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go over it. This works on every asset class and every time frame. So we're going to just go over it. I'm going to show you guys the basics of it. As you can see, this we have a very naked chart, right? This chart right here is very naked. I set up the EMAs, well, my moving averages in preference of what he uses. So in my settings, we're using the 20 period simple moving average as well as the 200 period simple moving average. My 20 period moving average is white and my 200 is purple. And the way this one works, right? What we're going to be doing is we're going to do the color change. We're going to wait until price action is above the 20, right? If we're going to go to the upside. So if you're doing options, you're going to do calls. If you're doing futures, you're going to do buys, Forex buys, same thing, for crypto as well. We would like to see the 20 SMA above the 200 SMA. I'm going to show you different ways where it's not and it still can work, but we would like to see them both going in the same direction. So if they're both going at the 20 is above the 200, we want to see price action come near the 20. And then we want to start looking for the color change. Now, the color change when price action is above the 20 period moving average is the green taking out a red candle, right? So the premise and the thought process behind it is that we are in an uptrend for the most part. If the 20 period moving average, and we want the 20 period moving average pretty much sloping up, right? Working its way up. And as price comes in close to it and we get red candles, that means the sellers are trying to push it down a little bit. But we already know that the 20 period moving average, kind of acts like a support area when price action is above it. Now, these sellers, they coming in for a second trying to push down the market, and it's not going to happen. What ends up happening a lot of times is the buyers are like, hey, overall, most of us are pushing this stock up. So when this red candle gets taken out, then you can enter your trade, right? Now, I kind of like, because I get faked out sometimes, the price action will go up and break that red candle, and then sometimes it'll go back down below it and push down. That kind of irritates me. So sometimes I actually wait until the candle's about to close, and then I'll take my position, and I'll put my stop below that red candle, right? Now for him, he's saying the moment the price action gets above that red candle and is continuing green, he jumps in the trade. He doesn't ask any questions, and he'll put his stop below that red candle, right? So, and then you follow along until price action starts to get away from the 20 period moving average. So I'm going to use this example. This is a daily chart. He likes to use the 2-minute chart. For those who day trade, we're going to go down to the 2-minute chart, 5-minute chart, and such. But for those who, hey, I don't have time to day trade. I don't have time, I'm working, full-time job and such. You can look at, maybe say 4-hour daily charts, hourly charts, if you're able to take a look at it every hour and say, okay, where is price action? Is price action above the 20 and above the 200? Is price action close to the 20? And then now you can say, when let me follow these candles. I'm looking for a red candle. So when this gets taken out, I can set my alert at the top of that red candle. And then when that happens, I could just, jump on my phone, make a play, go back to work, or what have you. Or you can wait for the end of the day and say, oh, this green candle took out this red candle. Okay, I'm going to jump in a trade. And I'm gonna put my stop underneath that red candle, and let's see what happens for the next couple of days. If you're buying stocks, you can do that. If you're buying options, you could buy a couple of weeks out and allow the trade to mature and see what happens. So this strategy is very simple. It's really direct and to the point. I particularly love it. And sometimes I forget about it because I'll be doing my own stuff, looking for divergences and such all the time. But when I do play this strategy, it really does profit quite often, more times than none. So we're going to see, we're going to go over a couple of, like I said, a couple of different examples, a couple of different charts, and go down to different time frames. Now, this is the same process when price action is below the 200 and the 20 as well. I want to show y'all one over here, right? So, and when I say near, a little space isn't bad. If you're like way down here and 20s over here and you're trying to play it, this one actually worked out a little bit, but I would like to see it a little bit closer. This is, to me, is prime real estate when it's this close to the 20. This isn't bad as well. Even this one was sloping down. We had a nice gap down. At the end of the day, you could have said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take a shot at it. I know this is a big big size gap, and my stop will be up here, but look what ended up happening. Let's take out, of course, you look at hindsight is 2020. You said, well, hey, this is my stop, and we end up getting at least a 1-to-1, almost 2-to-1 on this trade. Actually, did we get 2-to-1? That opening of that candle would have been a 2-to-1 on this particular trade, and it took well, how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A good 2-3 weeks for this to play out on a daily. Now, like I said, you're gonna look at this on multiple time frames. It's cool. Now, when the price action is above the 20, but still below the 200, you can also play that up. That's nothing you can do. I like to follow the 20 for the most part. As the 20 sloping in the upward direction, I'm going to play it. As long as, the 200 isn't like right on top of it, I'm going to play it and see what happens. But you would like to see, the 20 below the 200 if you're playing down, and the 20 above the 200 if you're playing up. But you can play it running back up to the 200 if the 20 is underneath it, as long as price action is above the 20 SMA. I still like to use my 17 EMAs, and I find it to work just as well. But I want to, go over his strategy the way he does it. But I can throw my 17 EMA on here as well to show you that it's not too far off. We'll make it change it to 17, make it blue. Right. So you see my 17 EMA is blue. His 20 SMA is white. It's really close. So for me, it's not that much of a big deal. So let me take that off real quick. Any questions so far? I want to make sure you guys are with me so far, based on what I just said. I know I said kind of a mouthful.
Hey Steve, what candle do you look at when so the other one I got for the call, it's the green overtaking the red. What candle do you look at for the put, like what red candle is overtaking the green?
Hey,
Thanks.
perfect question. Let's look at this one right here. So we got a green candle right here, right? This red candle took out that green candle. Now the one next to it took it out as well. But I like to see the close when the candle closes below that green candle. For me, that signifies that good strength to the moves to the downside, and there's a high likelihood that we're going to continue on that trend, right? This red candle right here took out this green candle. We continue to go down for a couple of days. This red candle right here took out this green candle completely. Next couple of days, it continued down. This red candle took out this one. It went down for 2 days. You still would have made some money before it jumped back up. This red candle, we sloping. This red candle took out this green candle. We was in the money within the next couple of days. This is one that didn't work out well. let's look at that one. So this red candle took out this green candle. We're expecting more movement to the downside, right? But then we're going to take our stop above that green candle and we get stopped out the next day. It's called life. Life happens, you know. No strategy is going to work 100% of the time. I wish it did, because if it did, listen, I'll be on a boat somewhere on an island somewhere hanging out. Let's look to the upside and find some more. This one gapped up, but this one still worked out well. This one was a red candle. We're sloping up. We're above the 200. So that for me means that on a bigger time frame, maybe on a monthly time frame, we were in an uptrend. So with this 20, price action went up. Boom. Price action, even if we were like below, see how we were below the 20 right here. Price action got back above it, closed above that red candle. We were still sloping up on the 20. Got that one. Boom. If you say, hey, well, I want to wait till it closes above the red candle, this next one is just going to increase your risk a little bit. But this candle right here worked out well, pushed up. Let's say you missed that one. This red candle right here, the green took out that one, continued to push up. I want to look at some other companies like Tesla. I saw someone Tesla I was looking at. This one was sloping down and getting right at the 200. This one was a nice one as well. This one, price action closed below the 200 to 20 is sloping down. This was a nice play back in May to the downside. There's a lot of downside ones on Tesla. Lord have, this is back in, this is November 2022, Lord. Okay, so we had a nice red take out green here. That's a put right there. Nice couple of days of some downside motion. Even as long as it's near the 20, that's what he said, as long as it's near the 20, this one closed below the 20 as well, right below the green. Boom, gone. This one, gone. And this is, like I said, these are daily charts. So like I said, if you're swing trading, you can definitely do this. Let's go down to some 2-minute stuff, man. Let's go down to some 2-minute. Let's look at what happened this week and see if this week, if it makes sense to some previous stuff this week. All right, boom. We are on it as of Friday. It's Friday. We got below the 200 and the 20. We had a red take out green here. Boom, get into some puts. Price action never got back above here. So let's throw some lines on there. So we got the green candle. It was a nice pullback here. I like those pullbacks. It's just going to be where we would stop out at, right? We got a nice green candle. We get in. Like I said, I like to wait for it to close. This one, all right, let me check this low on this one. The low was 250.44. This one's 250.43. So we could have took this here if we wanted to. As this candle is closing, make that green for the entry. Right there. There go there's your risk right here. One candle. He said you only want to lose one candle. So that green candle, if price action takes out that green candle back to the upside, we don't want this trade anymore. We'll wait until we get another green candle that's taken out by a red candle on the way down. So when this one took this one out, we can get in this trade. And as you can see, the profit potential was crazy. The profit potential somewhere down here, anywhere down here, you could have took your money. Once price action starts to get away from the 20, it's a high likelihood that we know that reversion back to the mean, it's going to come back to the 20. Don't we know exactly when? Absolutely not. But as long as you make sure by this time you caught this move, and let's say you missed this one, price action got back down here, and all we're doing is moving our lines. This red took out that green. If you wanted to wait for it to close, that's fine. And we still made money on the way down. So this is a nice, simple strategy that we can take, man. We can teach our kids this strategy. I'm telling you, this right here, kids will probably do better than us because we're gonna be thinking too much. But this, like I said, this is on the 2-minute chart. So if you're day trading, you want to trade a 2-minute, you're gonna get plays like this all the time. And I even put it on my board, like where's the position? Is price action above or below the 20 and the 200? What color are we dealing with? If we're below the 20, we're looking at a red take out green. If we're above the 20, we're looking at green taking out red. And what's the trend? Is the 20 moving up? Is the 20 moving down? You know, is it sloping? Which way is it sloping? Which way what do we need to be doing? Once you get these things in order, then it's pretty simple. It's really simple, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's one of those where I ain't gotta think about it too much. And it's even easier in futures because you can once you see the candle form, then you can just say, okay, I'm gonna put my stop, my buy stop right above that candle. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, oh well. Is it making sense to you guys?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, it makes sense.
Can you
I
make
have
it?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, Eve, I'll go after you.
Okay. I just was gonna ask him if he can make an example for the future. So thank you.
Okay, no problem. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to NQ. All right. So this is NQ. Well, this May 23rd. June. Oh, this is a daily. Okay, let's go to you want to you know on futures, we're gonna go on to the lower time frames because we don't play with our ticks, right? So let's look at some to the upside, let's look at some to the downside, right? Okay, cool. This is 10 o'clock in the morning. All right. So okay, so 10 o'clock Friday, right? Here's a nice talk about the first thing in the morning, but we're never gonna go into the elephant candles and stuff. We're gonna do color change today. I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can for y'all. Okay, so price. So let's say we got this nice pullback, right, to the 20. Price actions above the 20 and the 200, right? We're near the 20, right? We're on top of it. That's fine. We got a nice red candle here. It closed. We can say, okay, we're gonna put our buy right here above the red candle and our stop below the red candle. So we're only gonna lose that one candle if price action acts crazy on us. Right, and don't want to do right by us, and we would have made our ticks going up that way. And of course, you know, we like to lock in ticks once we get it going. Then it went kind of sideways, acting kind of funky. Over here, price action started going down below the 20, going to like towards the 200. We could have took this once it got back and how it hit the 20 right here. We could have put that a nice candle right underneath, a nice sell stop right underneath that green candle. And this was a nice risk, nice little short green candle. Price action is sloping down. I mean, the 20 is sloping down. We are above the 200, but like I said, as long as it ain't right, the 200 is not right up underneath it, we can play it to the 200.
I have a question.
Yeah, no problem. What's going on?
What's a green candle?
If that's not Jeff, I can't with Jeff. What's going on, brother? 60 people are here.
What's going on? Good
I
morning.
can't with you. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. And this here would have been a nice bunch of ticks right here. So the price actually started sloping down, and bada boom, bada bang. This was 100. Oh my gosh, this move was 115 ticks in how much time frame was that? What's that? 12:48 to 246, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. That'd have been, and each ticket is worth about $5 on NQ. So we're talking about $500 per contract in 10 minutes. That's crazy.
Hey, Steve, good morning. This is Kevin.
Hey, good morning. What's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm wondering on that entry right there,
Mhm.
see the wick coming up out of it at the top? I wonder if you could take a measurement to see what kind of, I know Oliver's typical go-to is put the stop, in this case, at the top of that green wick. But I'm wondering if it was, how much is that? So that's 27.
About 20, and I went a little bit above it. I'm going a little bit above it just to give you some room because about 27, 28 ticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, good morning. What's up?
Not much. Could you let it play out again? Like, could you do another? Are you back testing now?
No, I'm still going over the strategy in itself and just
Okay,
showing.
my bad.
No. You good. I just want to make sure everybody gets it. Making sure everybody gets it. Here go another beautiful one here. This one was beautiful. This one was Friday at 2:44. We had a nice price action consolidated right to the 20 SMA. This was perfect. Price action is below the 200 as well, which means that on the higher time frame, we're working into our way down. Let's measure out those ticks right there for our futures folks. This one was 29 ticks, 30 ticks of risk. And to the downside, if we even got close, this was, let's say we got it, we came back here, 90 ticks to the upside, to the downside, which would have been nice, a nice profitable strategy right here yesterday. And then this is what I was talking about. See 200 up back here, price action is going to go back up towards that 200. That's going to happen, or the 200 is going to come back and meet price action. So we can play this. Once this starts going, price action goes back above the 20, headed back towards the 200. Now we can play to the upside, the green take out red. And we had a nice one here, nice green take out red here. For this particular one, when the whole green takes out the whole entire red candle, I'll put it below that green candle. Once we get in, we're gonna get in here. I want to take the low of that candle. And bada boom, bada bang, we had a super move to the upside. This was crazy. End of the day move. 150 ticks back to the 200. The risk on this one was probably kind of high too, though. Yeah, this was like 45, 50 ticks. But the move was crazy. But this strategy works quite often. Like I said, nothing works 100% of the time. But when you're going through these charts and back testing, and please, I always say, back test this stuff for yourself. Anything I show you, back test it for yourself and see how often it works. This strategy works on every time frame.
I got a question. I don't know if you said this or not, and I didn't hear it.
Okay.
What does it mean when it crosses? I know sometimes it means something. I hear you all say when the 220 crosses the 200.
Okay, so when
Like
the 20
white and the purple cross right there.
it's a big indication that the momentum on the higher time frames are changing. So that's why they call it like a golden cross or a death cross.
Right.
Because
Okay.
because the 200 on this 2 minute, it's like say the 50 on the 15 minute or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but that's showing you that price action is going lower on those bigger time frames. So that's why the 200 means so much on this time frame. On any chart, the 200 means a lot. So when the smaller time frame, the smaller SMA, the moving average crosses it, it's a big deal. Most times, most times that's showing a big momentum of change of the direction of where most people are going.
Okay. And that would be called the death cross, or which one?
Yes, when the smaller moving average crosses down the bigger moving average, that is a death cross.
Right.
When it crosses up, when the smaller moving average crosses up, the larger moving average is called a golden cross.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Not a problem at all. So yeah, this is NQ. Let's look at Amazon right quick. Let me see what Amazon did. I'm looking at one, and when you start to see these things, you just be like, wow. This was Thursday, September 7th. So we had a nice, this is a 2-minute chart, nice pullback. Green took out red, and it was off to the races on Amazon. This would have been some nice option contract, more money right there. I see another one right here. Green take out red right here, looking for those red candles. Boom. Price action never gets back below here. Nothing took off. I mean, of course, it got there eventually, but it got below here eventually. But you must make sure you lock in your profits. You're locking in your profits, you ain't gonna have no problems. Any questions so far? Because like I said, this is a very simple strategy on the upside and the downside.
So this is called the color strategy?
This is the color change. Yeah, this is the color change strategy. I got this from Oliver Velez, but it coincides. It coincides with just like my pullbacks and stuff like that I've used when I'm using like my 17 EMA, looking for pullbacks to the moving average, and wait for price action to go a couple of candles down, and then once it breaks, go up. But the color change just makes life even simpler. It's just so simple. And then when I throw on my cheat, now watch this, I throw on my cheat code algo. You just say, well, as long as I'm in the green, when green take out red, let's go. You can take off your EMAs and just follow the clouds. As long as it's in the green, the cloud is green, we're taking green, take out red. Because we have shucks, almost forgot I forgot what was it, the 12. Jeff, what's my SMAs? What's my
5,
EMAs?
12, 34, 50.
5, 12, 24, 50. So we can use that 24.
34.
34. Yeah.
What is
so
the EMA?
Go back to sleep, Jeffrey.
Go back to sleep, Jeffrey. And
How
the
each
cheat,
trade looking for you?
the cheat code is going to give you some good buy signals, and as you can see, that correlates with a lot of the green take out reds on the upside, and they're going to see that on when we're on the red side. I'm sorry, still waking up. On the red side going down, red take out green, when we in the red clouds. We already got the sell signal. So if you miss the sell signal itself, you say, oh man, I missed my 4 for 4. You can look for those red candles to take out the green candles in this downtrend. And it's going to play out quite nicely. I'm looking at like 3 out of 4 of them back to back. You missed this one, boom, that's all right. You got this one, boom. Missed that one, you got this one, boom. And there's money to be made. So if you don't like a lot of lines, SMAs, EMAs, you like to use the cheat code algo, then you can follow the clouds and work your magic with that, because it coincides with that as well.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Does it matter if you use the SMAs or EMAs?
I like to use my 17 EMA. I think it works just fine. I showed earlier that, let me throw back on mine. Let me turn off the algo.
So I mean, you could use the 200 EMA and the 20 EMA.
You can. It's not that much of a big difference. Let's throw on the 20. Let's throw on the 20 EMA on top of this, the SMA. I'm just going to show you. Look how close it is. So that's the blue and the white. Now the SMA, my 200, I keep it as a SMA. I don't use EMAs for those big moving averages, because I like to use the standard when it comes to the bigger ones like the 200. That's what the institutions and the hedge funds use. So that's what the big boys. I want to work with whatever the big boys is working. I'm working work with them. I ain't trying to go fight with them too much and try to do too much different from them. But as you can see, as far as my 20 EMA and SMA, they're very close. It's not that big a difference whatsoever. The EMAs are just go with price action a little faster.
Okay, thanks.
Nah, no problem, no problem. Back on 50. All right, cool. So we got a half an hour. Somebody give me a chart. Give me a ticker. Give me a ticker, y'all. Y'all give me a ticker. I don't care what ticker y'all give me. We're gonna find this on any chart.
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. What time frame you want to use?
Let's start with the 15.
15 minutes. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
15 minutes. Let's see if we could go find some color change on the 15 minute. Okay, cool. You want to make some big money? We had price action come down. Oh, this is earnings though. That sucks, but I'll still use it just for reference. We had a nice red candle. What we can use this one. This one got taken out. Green candle. Put the low down here. It never came back. And the next morning earnings, you made a whole bunch of money. After earnings, right? It came down to the 20. Green take out red. You had a nice move from here to here. So you was profit instantaneously once you got in on this color change. You was profitable instantaneously. Now, if you let it go back down and take out your thing, that's on you. That's your problem. That's your problem. You must do trailing stops. You must follow back behind because you're gonna make over 20% on this move right here. You should have anyway. This is a well over what 480 was this 481 to 488 on the video. Now you're gonna lock in some profits. Tell me you're not gonna lock in some profits. Okay, I got some more Meta Tesla. So let's play it. Let's play it when price action gets below the 20, going back towards the 200. Okay, cool. We got a nice red takeout green here, and this was a price action of 466 down to 453. It's a $13 move on a 15-minute chart. Cool. Price action is price action is above the 200 and above the 20, even better. Got a nice. This one, all right. This one, this is how funny this one is. Watch this. So we got a green takeout right here. We made a little bit of money, but what happened on this candle? This one came and stopped it out. At the same exact time, this is a green takeout, right? So you might have got caught in this move down and said, damn, like I busted. But in that same exact candle, we have a green takeout, right? So now you gotta get right back in the trade. And then, bada boom, bada bang, money. So this one right here, from 470 to 480, that 490 is topped out at. That's crazy. And we're not done. We got a nice green takeout right here. Some money right there. Let's go. What we got to the downside? Is there anything to the downside? Oh, at the end of the day, this is 12:30 on Friday. I would like to see this slope down more though. This is not sloping down more. This is more flat. So, this is a nice pullback though. But I would like to see the 20 sloping down. But if you would have took the chance, you would have made some money here. I want to see some more below so I can give some context on some more downside moves. This 15-minute right here made a little bit of money, but then it pulled back and stopped you out. So if you got too greedy, didn't keep any profits. And once you're in profit, you want to stay in profit, right? So if you got greedy, here we go. Red take out green. This went down. So let's say we got another candle 422, 420, 419, 80 something. You would have been in some form of profit. Even if it was 10%, you would have been in some form of profit. If you let it come back up and take you out, or didn't lock in anything, you would have got stopped out. That would have been life. You'd have been like, oh, this is one. This is, yeah. Like I said, this is one that didn't really work well. But like I said, I like to went into a little bit closer to the EMA, to the SMA. Like I said, this is not gonna work. You're gonna make money 7 out of 10 times. So this one, you're gonna make money 7 out of 10 times. And if you keep your risk minimal, make sure you have a max loss on any, I don't care what the price action is. You can say, well, how many contracts can I buy? How much price action this one candle is? You have 15 minutes to figure that out. Or less than that, but still. Because once price action gets below that green candle to the downside or above the red candle to the upside, you'll know, you can say, okay, this candle is a $4 candle on NVIDIA. Okay, maybe I could do 1 contract, 2 contracts, depending on how much you're willing to risk. All right, I got a couple other ones. Meta, let's go to Meta. I'm trying to give everybody. Didn't we do Tesla already? Darius, where were you? We did Tesla already, man. We'll do it again for you, brother. All right, Gregory, what time frame you want on Meta? I'm on a 15-minute. I'm looking at this one right here. Boom. I'm looking at the 20 across the 200. We had a nice pullback. Red take out green. Look at this move. Oh my gosh, this was crazy. Look at this move right here. I can't tell me that ain't a nice. Hold on. Let's see something. This is on Facebook. This one was like a 13. It's like 1,000% play. Gregory said the 5-minute. Yeah, I hear you, Darius. You was in motion. All right, cool. So let's go to the 5 minute. Let's see if we could find some. Now I like to do like no more so recent price action as well. Okay, cool. We got a red take out green here at the end of the day for the 245 yesterday. You made money. Even at 335, red take out green, you made money at the end of the day. Let's find some going up that day. We had green take out red here at 9:55. Money. You missed that candle 4 minutes later. I mean, for 10, 15 minutes later, you got green take out red. Boom. And this was Thursday's price action. Last week, Thursday. Tuesday was kind of choppy. This was kind of choppy. Like I said, it doesn't work every time. Nothing does, but you got to give these a shot because these were working. They be working. Here's one that worked for a very minimal amount of time. We would have got excited because we get a 20, we get below the 200. We got a red take out green. You made maybe 5-10% right here on this little move, but then it got back up above, and it's called life. It sucks. Sometimes, you know, nothing works all the time. Let's see, machine. This price action on Meta was kind of just some real choppy this week from last week. But here go one right here. Got a nice red candle. And it's okay if this red candle takes its time to get taken out, maybe 2 or 3 candles later. Boom. Nice move up.
The whole point is to stay close to the 20 MA, correct?
Yeah, you don't want to be too far. You can be a little bit, even as long as it's sloping up. You want to see which areas it's sloping. If it's sloping up, you want to be close enough to it, near it. Even if it's a little bit below the 20, the price action is like right around it, a little bit above it or right on top of it. Like you just want to be close to that. You want to be near the 20. You want to be near it. Here go another one to the upside. Boom, took off the next couple of candles. And with this strategy, you should be in profit almost instantaneously. Look at this one. Oh my. Green take out red. Boom. Green take out red. Boom. And that's what he likes to say. Boom. Boom. He uses snowman approach as well. I like his snowman analogy. Let me go. I like my circles. So this red candle right here, that's your risk. Once you get that there, come on, open up a little bit for me. There we go. Open this up a little bit, and that's your reward. Of course, not every time it's going to be this big, you know. You might get 4 or 5 candles. You might get 20 candles to the upside after you get in there. But you see a little snowman. That's the head. That's the body.
Yeah,
Little
but
head,
it
big
doesn't
body.
look like the green took out the red. The red is
The red, right? Oh, we worried about. So we got a nice red candle, right? Nice big size red candle. Sellers took over for that candle, right? But then what happened after that? The next 2 candles, this didn't even follow through to the downside. The buyers came and took out all those sellers. So the moment they took out all those sellers, who's in control? The buyers.
Buyers, yes.
So what's more likely going to happen? It's going to continue to go up. Not every time. You know, if it's a fight, it's a fight. But if we got 20, if the 20 is moving up, right, and sloping up, who's in control for the most part? When you look at this right here, right, who's mostly in control? The green guys, the buyers. You got some red coming in and out, but once this thing starts sloping up, you're going to have more green candles than red. And if that's the case, which direction? And when you go in the algo, what do you see? Green clouds. Why? Because that's what most people are doing, buying. So we want to look for those little, we want to look for those little in the windows when the sellers thought they had a chance and the buyer said psych, which means they're more powerful. And if they're more powerful and they can take out that one little red candle that came in, and I know it's a big red candle, that makes it even more powerful. The sellers tried with some force, and the buyers said, "Get out of here, sucker." That means they really want it. If they really want it, you want it as well. And you're just gonna follow the trend and make some money. That makes sense?
Yes, a lot of sense.
Cool. I just because I want to think about it not just candles and price action, but as people. People are buying these stocks or algorithms or whatever, but the people control the algorithms. So even if you're playing against the machine is saying this is what we want to do. Okay, I ain't fighting against you. I'm whatever you say. I'm gonna rock with you and make some money with you. So if everybody's buying and a couple of people trying to sell, I want to be just some couple of people, unless I know it's going to be a good size top or a divergence or something when they're getting weak. But if the strength of the buyers take out this one seller in the uptrend, then I'm going to jump with the T. We're going to jump them. We're going to jump them. We're going to beat them up. We're going to jump them. Yep. No fair ones. We're jumping them. And we're going to take off. And we're going to make some money. I'm crazy. Y'all don't pay me no mind. I got 15 minutes. All right. Candle settings. What you talking about? Cicely, what you talking about? Candle settings.
So right now, hi Steve, this is a great
Hi.
strategy. I love it. Right now, it looks like we're just looking at cheat code settings, but before that, I noticed that where the yellow it's yellow now.
Oh,
Before it
okay.
was red.
It was just
And
red.
so I'm
Okay.
thinking when you just had it on nothing, like no settings, I mean just
Yeah.
regular
Yeah,
factory
this.
settings.
Oh yeah, this is yeah. When it's just regular candles, I was just showing how you can flow with the cheat code, and if you didn't want to use any EMAs on like your own EMAs or SMAs, you can
Mhm.
just use the cheat code and work with it within the green because these are the EMAs: the 5, the 12, the 34, and the 50. If you wanted to, you could use the cheat code and not even use SMAs on here. But just going by Oliver's strategy, I'm giving the basis of how he uses it, which is with the SMA, the 20 and the 200 SMA. So you don't have to use anything else other than a regular standard chart.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Nah, no problem, no problem. This is a strategy that's dear to my heart. Yes, ma'am.
Can you show me the cheat codes settings? That line that you had up, that twist ribbon.
The twist, the ribbon. What you talking about? Okay, I'm
Chico
looking
and
at
Chico.
the
Yes,
cheat.
yeah. How did you get that ribbon?
Oh, these are my regular clouds. You see how
Is it just regular clouds?
the
Let
cloud
me
type.
see.
You said
No,
says cloud types?
okay, there. Okay, EMA. Thanks.
Yeah, but matter of fact, let's put it on SMAs.
Because mine is usually unchecked because I don't use it, but
You don't use it,
see
okay.
that it flows good with Oliver thing.
Yeah, it flows good with it. It flows good with it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have it on EMAs, it's fine as well. It flows. I like the EMA one better for the look of it. If you want to use the algo.
So with the algo, it's already set. The EMA is already set.
Yeah, this as long as it's within whatever it's on the algo, use the default. If it's in the green area or close to that green area, you can do green, take out red.
Yeah.
If it's sloping up, same concept. You want it sloping up for the upside. You want it sloping down in the red for the downside. Let me make sure. Let's see, I'm just looking through the chat real quick. Let's go to Dell real quick. Oh, I ain't look at Dell in forever. Dell on the 15-minute. Let me go back onto the EMAs, the SMAs. Yeah, I'm so used to saying EMAs because I use the EMAs all the time. This was a huge candle. Oh my gosh, this is a 930 candle. That's why. That's a 930 candle. But even during this pullback, we had a nice little pullback here. This is probably a divergence. I bet you. I bet you. I'm gonna find out. But this was a nice pullback here. Green take out red. There was money right there. Dell has been on the move. Good gosh, man.
Yeah, I had a good week with Dell.
Dell was on the move.
With
This one was chopping, but even so, this was a nice pullback here. Green take out red. I don't like how the 20 was something moving kind of sideways, but it started sloping up. So red, green take out red. Bada boom, bada bang on a 15-minute chart.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Dell made. I didn't even know Dell was moving like this. Okay, I see you. Hey Ebony, the recording. I'm gonna post a recording on the community. You'll be able to if you're on your phone, you should look under members and look under my name, Screener Steve, and I'll probably post this either tonight or tomorrow. It shouldn't be no later than tomorrow. What else do I want to do? What else I want to do? What do you guys want to do? Y'all want to do anything, any other charts y'all want to look at? Any other different time frames? What my swing traders at? Oh, y'all are day traders?
I
Y'all
know
like,
what. Hi.
what's going on? Hey.
I want you to go over last week what Chloe was talking about at the end of the session about the 15 minutes. If it has a divergence, he jumped down to the 5 minutes.
When I do these weekly strategies, we could call, you can hit me up. We could talk about that later. We're doing color change today.
Okay.
We're doing color change today. Pull up a futures equity. Oh, all right, let's do it. Yeah, but no, definitely. We could definitely go over that again. Did you watch the video too? I know we had.
Yeah, I watched it like 3 times, but I still want you to go.
I feel you, no doubt. I got you.
You know these things take time, Steve.
I know. And the funny part is I'm gonna keep going over these same strategies. I think I got like 10 or 12 that I'm gonna go over, and then I'm gonna recycle them. I'm just gonna go over them over and over and over again. And then I'll just open up the floor, like, maybe even next week and say, we did about 3-4 strategies, which I want to go over and go through and give like a nice open floor for you guys.
Where are they posted? The recordings?
On the community, if you look under my name, under activity, I look under members. I know right now the website is a little funny, but if you look under my name, most of them has been posted.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, no problem. Okay, let's look at NQ. Or you, Darius, what you want to look at? You want NQ, ES, gold?
Whichever one moves the fastest.
Well, we already know it's NQ, baby. NQ move like gangbusters, man. All right, I went over it earlier, but I'm gonna go over it for you real quick again. So we had a nice move to the upside on Friday morning, had a nice pullback here. Then the 20 is still sloping up. We had a green take out red right here, right? And futures, we're not playing. We see that red candle. We're gonna put a buy stop at the top of that red candle, and then protect underneath that red candle. And we had a nice move push up after that. It came and it closed right here, so you'd have been a little nervous, but as long as it ain't go down here, this was a big candle on a 2-minute. This was 100 ticks, so you might want to did micros on that one. Well, we ended up getting 146 ticks to the upside. as high as 181 ticks, which is crazy. If you was playing back down, it was possible to catch this one. This one's a little bit too far, going back towards the 200. But if you would have caught this one here, this one was a nice move too, to the downside. This was almost 200. This was 200 ticks. Wow. Wowzer. Okay, this was a nice going back play to the 200. I think we saw this one a little earlier. We went over this a little earlier. Price action got below the 20. And we're looking for it to head towards the 200. As long as it's sloping down, as long as that 20 is sloping down, we're going to work with it to the downside. It's sloping up, we're going to work with it to the upside. And then here we go back up here. We had a nice move at 354 back up here. This is another 140 tick move to the upside. That was crazy. We can look back in time as well. The 20 was below the 200, even more powerful, that we played to the downside. We had a nice red take out green right in here. Let's do this one. This was 120 something, 140 something ticks, 150 something. This is crazy. And like 200 candles for 6 minutes. This was 5 o'clock in the morning. If you up at them times, you know, say, hey, I gotta go to work, but I'm trying to make some money before. I love that London session. That London session is crazy, between like 3 and like 8 o'clock in the morning. For those who do futures. And when price action is acting like this, you just do nothing. This is crazy. But I probably would have still took this nice slope up and took a green, take out red right here. This was still a few ticks. What time is this? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 20 something ticks. Lock in at least 10. 30 ticks. Lock in at least 10. You would have made some money. Yeah, you can smell the money. I know it, Darius. You can smell the money. You can smell the money. Oh, shoot, we got 3 minutes. Lord have. All right, everybody. Mindset is about to start. Did you guys enjoy this little strategy right here? Nice, simple strategy.
Yes.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes.
Loved it.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you, Steve.
Great
Oh,
job.
man.
Thanks, Steve.
Oh, man, anytime. Please,
Much
you guys
appreciated, man.
go
Appreciate
back
it, Steve.
test.
The
No
perfect
problem.
strategy to wake up to.
Thank you.
Doesn't make your brain explode.
Yeah, man. Hopefully,
Look at
it doesn't
that.
make this one definitely doesn't make your brain explode. It doesn't take too much for this strategy. Hopefully, hopefully you guys, got something great out of it.
Hold on, yeah.
5 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock.
Oh, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
Oprah.
good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning, Papa Oprah. What's going on?
bro.
We missed.
Hey. Hey, Steve, I just got here. Can you start over?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the recording.
I know.
This feels
Hey,
like
great.
But yeah,
I've been in the background. The strategy is awesome.
oh yeah. You know this strategy too, Oprah, because we've been over it a couple of times on the floor and we've made money with it. Oh
That's
man.
right.
Oh, thank you guys in the chat. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm glad as long as I can bring value to you guys, man, and help y'all, make some money every way possible. That's what we're here for. So y'all get ready because Mindset is about to start with Brother JD the Great. And I will see y'all next week, man. We're gonna next week what we're gonna do is this is actually a very similar strategy to this one. I might either start y'all on Hakanashis or just go over my 617 consolidation pullback strategy. And we'll go over that next week. It's very similar to this though. Just a little tweak. But you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. If I don't see y'all on in triage and such. Many blessings to you all. Y'all all have a great day, great weekend. Enjoy.
Oh, you're going to be in triage too?
Possibly.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
I'll be there.
All right. Later, y'all.
Bye.
All right.